Dublin is one of the great cities of Europe. One of the reasons for its greatness is its world-class architecture. Some of its finest buildings were built in the 18th century. A time known as the Georgian period was named after 4 King Georges of England. And here I am, one of Dublin's greatest and earliest Georgian streets, Henrietta Street. Houses on this street are typical of Georgian Dublin. From the street we see plain brick facades, with the most interesting details found in the elaborate doorways. The main rooms for entertaining and living in these houses were on the ground and first floor. These floors had the highest ceilings and the highest windows. Upper floors were used for bedrooms for the family and for the servants. Number 9 is the grandest house on the street. It was thought to have been designed by Edward Lovett Pearce, Ireland's superstar architect of the 18th century. He had just finished his masterpiece, the Parliament House in College Green. This house has a very unusual and original doorcase, as well as an elegant, round-headed window on the first floor. Next door, number 10, was the home of Luke Gardiner, the landowner who laid out the street in the 1720s. In 1800, the distinguished residents of Henrietta Street were aghast to learn that the King's Inns were being built here at the top of the street. Not only do the inns block the view of the open countryside beyond, but they were built at an angle to the street to accommodate previously existing right-of-way. To make matters worse, they turned their back to the street, preferring to address the parkland beyond. By this time, however, the street was already in decline. In the 1740s, the Duke of Leinster had built his vast new townhouse on the south side of the city, and he famously responded to critics of his unorthodox site by saying, "Where I go, fashion will follow me." And true enough, the north side began a long decline. In 1801, the Irish Parliament ceased to exist. Ireland was to be ruled directly by London, and demand for Dublin townhouses collapsed. Initially, the professional classes moved in, but by the 20th century, these houses had become tenements. People lived in really bad conditions, up to 1 family per room. By the 1970s, Dublin Corporation had rehoused these tenants, and new uses were needed for the houses on this street. Some uses were found, but today, much needs to be done to safeguard the future of this street. Henrietta Street's unique appearance has made it one of Ireland's most popular locations for TV and film. The building on my right was used in Albert Nobbs, while the King's Inns was used extensively in Becoming Jane. The street was also used in RTÉ's classic drama series, Strumpet City. Today, Henrietta Street's fortunes are steadily improving. It has found an important role for itself in Ireland's TV and film industry, and it plays a very important part in Dublin's cultural landscape. I think the street is poised to enjoy a renaissance in the 21st century, worthy of the ambition of the age in which it was conceived.